I work for Gates Ventures. It's the private office of Bill Gates. So Bill has a very ambitious vision, which is a world with net zero emissions. And this is essentially what we are working towards. And in a nutshell, I would say it's going a little bit from why to how. A lot of the discussion has focused on why we need to pay attention to climate change and why it is such an urgent issue. Now it's really about how do we go about it? Because broadly speaking, the world has signed on. 8 of the 10 largest economies now have net zero plans, either pegged to 2050 or 2060. The US overnight rejoined the Paris Agreement. So the world is on that path, but now it's really about operationalizing. And this is, of course, how our paths cross. In general, I think where we can work together, and we have already achieved something with this report, is making public authorities understand that they need to go sort of from a spending mentality to an investment mentality. You know that due to the sizable recovery funds that are now going to be rolling out in the next couple of months, that literally hundreds of billions of euros are going to be pumped into the European economy. And that is really a once-in-a-generation opportunity, I would say, to make Build Back Better more than just a slogan. But for that, as I said, we must not only spend the funds, but really invest them into the next generation of clean technologies. I wouldn't say it was about one particular project. It was more that overall Europe is very well positioned. I mean, we have sort of the technology leadership, we have the research capabilities. What is clearly lacking is an ability to get what are sort of these small pilot projects and really scale them up and make them sort of Europe-wide projects. So for me, hopefully the report can be sort of planting a seed saying we're not starting from scratch. A lot of capability is in Europe. A lot of good projects are on the ground. But now the discussion needs to be on how do we help them to really scale up? How do we connect the dots a little bit between the various industries and technologies? And that is the discussion that we need to have now very urgently. Let me say personally, I'm a little bit concerned. You spoke about the national recovery plans that are forthcoming. They are due here in Brussels by April. And my worry is a little bit that 27 national plans don't really amount to a European clean tech strategy.
There are many articles and point of views stating that there is a competition between now the US moving to 2050, signed the Paris Agreement, China, who makes strong commitment, took strong commitment for 2050 as well, Europe. So what do you see? So, okay, we understand the message on the competition, but still, do you see area of cooperation, collaboration between Europe and the US?
Of course, because climate is sort of protecting the climate is a global public good. So this is one of the instances where really, if we have a competition and we have what I would call a race to the top, it will be good for all of us. So we want China to succeed. We want the United States to succeed. So I don't think we can look at these issues as sort of a zero-sum game. This is not the way to do this here. So we want, as I said, this race to the top, and it'll be good for all of us. What it will mean for Europe is we better get in the game because these are our traditional strengths, and we must make sure that we use this next generation of this next technology revolution to really restore some of Europe's technology leadership in the world.